Welcome to the first episode of What's New, the Peter Larmond Outdoor Radio Show. I'm your host, Peter Larmond, and for the next 30 minutes or so, we're going to be talking to some of the leading companies in the fishing world, as well as some of the fine retailers, and talk to them about what's new on the market for our listeners to use to be able to catch the fish of their lifetime. This week I want to talk to you about some products that I've been using this season that has made a difference in the way I fish, how I fish, and the quality of fish that I've caught. Hopefully you will be able to put some of these items that we're going to talk about today to some good use on your next fishing adventure. However, before we get started, this show wouldn't be possible without the help of some fine companies. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. George's Marine and Sports, making fun a reality. George's has 3 locations, their head office in Eganville, the largest showroom in Ottawa, and their new location in Kingston. George's sells everything you need for your boating and outdoor pleasure. Boats from Tracker, Nitro, Crestliner, Bayliner, Regal, Sea-Doo, Mercury, and BRP. Livingston Lures. Livingston is committed to bringing fishermen everywhere innovative, technologically advanced lures designed to flat out fish in fresh and salt water. With an exciting new line of crankbaits, lipless crankbaits, topwater baits, jerk baits, and wake baits featuring unique sound and vibration technology, Livingston Lures is set to make real noise across the fishing industry. Gambler Lures. Better baits, better fishing, better time on the water. Gambler Lures has one goal when it comes to our products, catching you more and bigger fish. Lose. Building innovative products that are faster, lighter, stronger. Welcome back, folks. As I mentioned, I wanted to talk to you about some new things that I've been using so far this season that has made a difference in the quality of fish that I'm catching. First, let's talk about a company that has been making big waves in the fishing industry the past couple of years, Livingston Lures. Livingston makes a lure that emits an electronic bait fish sound as well as LED eyes or tail. The Freshwater series has 8 lures in their lineup. Some have both electronic bait fish sounds, or EBS, and LED fire. The electronic bait fish sound functions only in an 8-second cycle. So that's 4 seconds of sound and 4 seconds of silence. Then it repeats. Made with mustad hooks, these baits catch fish. The family of Livingston Lures consists of BASS Classic winning Howler Dream Master Classic, which was designed and developed by Randy Howell. The Dive Master Junior, Dive Master 14, Dive Master 20, Pro Ripper, which is lipless crankbait, Pro Wake, 0 to a foot, Pro Sizzle Junior, Pro Sizzle, which are great topwater baits for walking the dog, and the Stick Master, perfect jerkbait. Make sure you check out these lures at their website at www.livingstonlures.com. I'm holding right now a Pro Sizzle Junior in my hand, and these crankbaits they come with built-in rattles, and the EBS, or the electronic bait fish sound that it emits. I know you won't be able to hear it on here. But what it does is it emits a feeding frenzy, and so what it does is that attracts the game fish. And again, the action and the finish on these lures is phenomenal. These ones here, the Pro Sizzle has the LEDs on the tail. Great topwater bait. Great for walking the dog. The erratic action on it just drives the smallmouth crazy. Again, the battery inside of this is good for 200 hours. Now that's 200 hours of continuous use. To keep the longevity of your battery, what you do is when you take them out of the water, shake them up real well and make sure that the hooks are dry, and you store them in a dry compartment or a dry container, or tackle tray, and you'll have them for forever. And again, it is a great crankbait nonetheless, irregardless of all the advanced technologies that it has. Again, that electronic bait fish sound, it's very silent, but I'm sure, I don't think you guys can hear that on here. But if you go to livingstonlures.com, you can actually hear it there. And I really can't speak enough about them. I mean, I like using the Pro Sizzle. I like using the Pro Wake. It's got a great square bill, gives me great wake bait when I want to fish really shallow water. I also like using the Dive Master Junior Dive Master 14, Dive Master Junior both have square bill crankbaits. I like throwing that around, especially around timber. Everyone says, really, you throw crankbaits around timber? Yeah, I do. They're a great search bait. Tournament fishing. When we go out there, especially when we're pre-fishing, sometimes our time on the water is very limited. If we have jobs and everything else, and we need to find fish very quickly. So I like using a crankbait to find fish. When I find fish, then I can slow down and try to develop a pattern, whether it's around, if I'm catching fish around wood, if I'm fishing on deep weed lines, rock points, etc., etc. The crankbait allows me to do that, and the family of Livingston crankbaits covers it basically from top to bottom. Again, right down to there's the Pro Ripper, which is a great lipless crankbait, to the Dive Master 20. Livingston Lures, really, the difference is clear. A great company, again, check them out, www.livingstonlures.com. You can find all this information on my website at peterlarman.com, but more about that later on. The next company that I want to talk about is Gambler Lures. Gamblers is a plastic manufacturer that's been around for years making quality baits with the flapping shad, 7 and 10 inch ribbon with tail worms, cane toads, ugly otters, BB crickets. That's just to name a few. That's just a corner stable in their assortment of baits. Well, in 2014, they had introduced the burner worm. Folks, I can't talk enough about this burner worm. If you're looking for a larger profile swimming worm, then you found it in the Gambler Lures burner worm. This worm measures in at 7 inches. The thing about it is it's got a wide profile for attracting and catching large fish. The oversized tail puts an unmatched action on this fish in the category of 7-inch worms. The larger profile makes it excellent for casting long distances, even in the wind. It's perfect for running on top of the grass as a buzzing worm, so if you just want to take the top of the grass with it, or with a heavier weight deep down. One of the most versatile fish catching products available, bar none. As I mentioned, yes, I do throw search baits out there, whether they're spinner baits, crankbaits, to try to find fish. But if I need to slow down and do a more vertical presentation, I'm always throwing a worm, specifically a 7-inch worm. I love the 7-inch worm. In the past, I've thrown, like everyone else, there's every tackle manufacturer that creates plastics has a 7-inch worm, and they're all fine. They're all great. They all have their pros and cons. I think what Gambler's done here with the burner worm is they've taken the best of the best and they've made it their own. I know it's something that to me is the perfect worm. I love the action that the tail makes. I like the diameter. It's not a very thin diameter. It's not huge. It's not like the fat ace that they have, their stick bait type stuff, but the diameter is larger, giving it the bigger profile. The biggest thing that I like about Gambler is the plastic, the consistency of the plastic. It's not hard, and it's not soft. You know what I mean? For it being hard, when the bass take it, it doesn't give it that lifelike, realistic feeling. It's like us chewing on a piece of cardboard, right? It just doesn't, like if we're taking a bite of a steak and it's overcooked and it's hard, it doesn't taste right. It doesn't feel right. And the same thing with the Gambler burner worm. All of Gambler products, the consistency of the plastic is more realistic, I find, in my opinion, than some of the others. And the other thing I like about it too is I can catch more than one fish on this bait. Whether I'm fishing for, if I catch a 5-pound largemouth and it's not torn apart, I can go back in, rethread it if I have to, and then cast it back out again. Some of the other companies, some of the other baits out there, the plastic's too soft, it rips. Especially if you got panfish in the area, when they're pecking at the tail, and this thing you bring it up and your half your ribbon tail's gone. You fish the stick bait, wacky rigged, and half of it's gone. It's just the consistency of the bait to me is phenomenal. The other new product they brought out there this year it's a new swim bait. It's called the Big Easy, or the Big EZ for our Canadian friends. But the Big Easy is now available in 4 sizes. The original was a 5-inch, the Big Easy. The 4 1/4 was the easy swimmer. The 3 3/4 is a little easy, and the 3-inch teasy. The segmented tail. Let's try that again. The segmented tail provides plenty of swimming action. The Big Easy makes it easy to catch big fish. Rig it on a belly-weighted hook or a screw-in weight, an umbrella rig, a swim jig, or a jig head. Just add water. The erratic swimming action will do the rest. Again, just to go quickly into these, the Big Easy and the Easy Swimmer, they're great shaky head jigs. You put them on there, the tail is the action on that tail is phenomenal. The TZ, the 3-inch TZ or the 3 3/4-inch Little Easy, great for drop shotting for smallies. And you can even drop, you know what, I know this will be for a topic for another day, but even drop shotting for largemouth in 14 feet of water is fantastic. This bait is fantastic for that application. But I digressed here. We're talking about drop shotting. But again, the Gambler lure is phenomenal. That's just to name a few. Make sure you check them out at www.gambler-bang.com. We have a couple more that I want to talk about before we go any further, though. Let's take a few minutes to pay some bills, and we'll be right back. Sequoia Communications. High-quality cabling products, network solutions, and professional services are their highest priority. Sequoia Communications is an established Ottawa-based company with over 50 years of combined expertise, experience, and success in the planning, design, installation, and maintenance of reliable networking solutions. Working with a number of high-profile companies in the Ottawa business community, Sequoia has established a solid reputation for on-time, on-budget delivery solutions and attentive customer services. Real Grip. Real Grip is a simple yet effective custom rubber slip on grip design to add comfort and ergonomics to your favorite fishing bait cast reel. Now with 2 versions, our grips fit the larger variety of both bait cast and spinning reels. We also developed our new rod grip that slides over the fishing rod handle to add instant grip and comfort to your rod handle. From fishing pros like Dave Lefebvre or Joe Baylog to the Saturday afternoon bluegill enthusiast, Real Grip is sure to hit for every angler looking for an edge over the competition. Mercury Marine, number 1 on the water. At Mercury Marine, we understand why you love being on the water, and that's why we do what we do. Engineer, build, and provide the best marine power in the world. Since 1939, our passion for quality, performance, and value has been matched only by our customers. A division of Brunswick Corporation, Mercury provides anglers and provides engines to boats, services, and parts for recreational, commercial, and government marine applications. Our industry-leading brand portfolio includes Mercury and Mariner outboard engines, Mercury Merc Cruiser stern drive and inboard packages, Mercury propellers, Mercury inflatable boats, Mercury Smartcraft electronics, Mercury and Quicksilver parts and oils. Nitro boats. Driven to be the best? It's our passion. When Bass Pro Shops founder Johnny Morris introduced the industry's first fully rigged boat, motor, and trailer package in 1978, he created a legacy of providing breakthrough value for anglers everywhere. As part of the Bass Pro Shops Tracker Marine Group family, Nitro Boats takes those decades of innovations, quality, and performance and weaves them into every single model it produces in a lineup of performance fishing boats absolutely loaded with value. From the time you select which Nitro is right for you through year after year of creating fishing memories, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that you have the backing of a solid, stable industry dedicated to continued satisfaction. Wherever your fishing takes you, quality care, service, and accessories is never far away. Clear Lake Cottages on the Rideau System, Newborough, Ontario. Your host, Chris and Winnie Cadu, will make sure that your visit to the rustic waterfront cottages is the best it can be. 6 cottages overlooking Clear Lake with their own dock so that you can park your boat. Clear Lake Cottage is clearly the place to stay while in Newborough. Welcome back, folks. Today we're talking about some new products that is out on the market that helps anglers of all ages and experiences catch more fish. The next product I want to talk to you about is Lew's Rods and Reels. In 2014, Lew's introduced the Lew's American Hero, the IM6 Speed Stick Rod. The Lew's American Hero IM6 Speed Stick is more than just another quality rod series. It's also a promise Our thank you to our American veterans is sincere, and this rod series is one of several